Watch a new episode of Mysteries Decoded this Wednesday at 8, 7 Central.
Now at 10, a 2-year-old boy orphaned in the 4th of July parade massacre. His parents among the 7 people killed by a gunman. What we are learning about the accused shooter tonight.
Plus, an angry customer goes on a rampage, attacking a taco vendor because her burrito was taking too long. The entire tirade caught on camera.
And doorbell cameras catch a vandal using a pickaxe to destroy property, smashing windows on cars and homes. A neighborhood on edge tonight, fearing what might happen next. Now on the news at 10. Good evening, I'm Micah Ullman.
And I'm Cher Calvin. Another mass shooting, this time in Chicago, in a Chicago suburb of Highland Park, has another community suffering in pain from senseless gun violence. 7
people are killed, a 2-year-old boy left without his parents, and dozens more injured, and we are learning there were warning signs that went unnoticed. Pedro Rivera live in the KTLA News Center with the latest on the investigation. Pedro?
Investigators say this massacre wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision. Authorities believe the shooter spent weeks planning the killing and went even as far as to dress as a woman to try and get away. Take a look.
What should have been a celebration of freedom has ended in despair for our community.
During a Tuesday afternoon press conference, Lake County State Attorney Eric Reinhardt announced Robert Crimo III has been charged with 7 counts of first-degree murder following the massacre he allegedly unleashed on 4th of July parade goers in Highland Park, Illinois. Vice President Kamala Harris made her way to the small community where 7 were killed and dozens more were injured.
This person will be brought to justice, but it's not going to undo what happened. And we're here for you, and we stand with you.
I can't explain to you the terror that was in everyone's eyes.
Witnesses recount the moments Crimo allegedly made his way to the top of a building with a high-powered rifle, releasing at least 70 shots to the crowd below.
It's not anything anyone ever can imagine. Like the image in my head of people just dead, just on the ground and blood everywhere.
This surveillance video shows the suspect donning women's clothes after the shooting.
She attempted to blend in with the rest of the victims who were fleeing the scene. Carrying a rifle, I would imagine, wouldn't allow one to blend in very well.
An officer would spot the 22-year-old's getaway vehicle, and Crimo would be arrested without incident. On Tuesday, we learned 7 people lost their lives, including Irina and Kevin McCarthy. During the chaos, their 2-year-old son, Aiden, was seen walking alone before being helped by strangers.
They said, just can you take care of the little boy? We said, of course. We took him back to our in-laws.
Thanks to this neighbor who recognized the boy, little Aiden was eventually reunited with his grandparents. The Chicago Sun-Times reports Aiden's father, Kevin, lost his life while shielding his son from gunfire.
It's just sad that here's poor little Aiden. Now, do you call him an orphan? It's just a sad reflection of what's going on.
We have learned the shooter did have prior interactions with police, both in 2019. Someone contacted police after learning that Crimo attempted suicide, and the second came after a family member told police that Crimo reportedly said he was going to, quote, kill everyone. Police then confiscated 16 knives and a sword, but according to Illinois State Police, he was still able to pass 4 background checks when purchasing firearms. Prosecutors, they will return to court tomorrow morning to ask a judge to keep Crimo behind bars without the possibility of bail. Reporting live in the News Center, Pedro Rivera, KTLA 5 News.
Pedro, thank you. Once again, lawmakers on Capitol Hill calling for stricter gun control laws in the wake of the latest devastating mass shooting. Illinois Representative Brad Schneider, who was at the parade when gunfire erupted and now represents mourning community members, says it's time for an all-out ban on assault rifles. Those calls are being echoed by the vice president.
My team was just at the very beginning of the parade route. I support a ban on assault weapons. These are weapons of war.
Enough is enough. There is no reason that we have weapons of war on the streets of America. We need reasonable gun safety laws.
Meantime, the majority of Republican lawmakers argue gun control is still not the answer. In a tweet, Colorado Republican Congresswoman Lauren Boebert said, quote, restricting the freedom of law-abiding Americans will never, ever make us safer.